with wins over players like Dialogue, Xander, Rewind.
I have to actually mention his match against Rewind was a nail-biter. He himself said, I can't believe I won that. I don't know how I won that. But no time to reflect on that now. We're going to be loading up. I saw some thumbs up. We might be jumping in very, very soon. It's going to be another Geras. However, what excites me so much about this, you're seeing the same character that Ger just played, but this is a very different style. Now, what cameo have we seen from Scorpion? It's either going to be Pharah. It is going to be Pharah. We see Pharah or Tremor from Javier these days.
I mean, Pharah is just back three. Such an amazing button when you have access to Pharah stance, the Tor stance on the back of it. Huge throw combo damage. Turns him into like elements of MKX Scorpion, right? A lot of restand into overhead low potential. Huge uplock!
Okay, opening up the first round of the first game with that, that is sending a message.
Yeah, doing uplock for the first Tor stance overhead, like CeraFan is not messing around. He is here to play.
Javier down on life here. Has been known to make some rather incredible comebacks historically, but it's going to be tricky when your opponent has the rewind available.
But you see the adjustment there this time, though. Javier with a huge delay on the back of like committing to any of those options. Big punish with the full screen spear.
Scorpion, one of the biggest hit and run characters in this game. One thing he's so good at is that backwards movement. It's quite hard to chase him down. He can play a lot more of a slow game than you would expect. However, the counter poke.
I love that counter poke into Motaro teleport at that perfect timing that gives you the meterless stun. That was so clean from CeraFan.
On hit, you get the combo on block. He's teleported you another option. He is just ready for this.
It also shows that CeraFan is so prepared for the adjustments, not only just the basic kind of matchup knowledge, but just as Javier is trying to adjust for it, he's adjusting too.
All right, this is Pharah, so that's a throw combo for Scorpion. Respectable damage too. All right. Fast recovering back forward too.
Oh, gets up swinging though.
Escape failed. That's so smart to go for the forward throw. Chuck that in every now and then. The throw combo with the cameo is so attractive, you would always assume that that's going to do it. And immediately now, you want to up-block me, I'm going to start throwing out command grabs as well. Extra damage.
That's the layers.
Ooh, my word, if only he believed the crouch! He knew! He was ready for the next layer instantaneously.
You know, CeraFan is actually playing from the future. He knows what Javier is doing before Javier does.
Turret stance! Motaro's turret stance! Oh, no.
Oh,
how do you get
out? Long range. Oh! Okay, I love that choice.
Wait. The Geras clone didn't even do nothing.
No, that was a bait.
Walk forward.
That was 100% a bait. Like that. Normally, you see that kind of freeze time setup reserved for like on block or a knockdown, and you're using it for these like scary, hard to blockable situations. And most players, if they think they can, they'll jump away because they don't want to sit there and deal with like overhead lows and command grabs and whatever. So that was just one huge bait from CeraFan. Go for it, make him jump, and you jump, and just that was the earliest jump kick we've ever seen.
My man spent 2 bars to do nothing just because he was so confident.
Which made it something.
Powerful maneuver.
Do nothing, and something is created out of it.
Again, trying to put himself at a slightly safer distance if he's going for these Pharah options. However, there's that meterless confirm. MichaelCeraFan now spends one of those bars. Big damage to follow up, and a good knockdown to boot. We have the possibility of plus range.
Oh my
goodness. Wonderful anti-air. Javier on the back foot again is just having a hard time figuring out, how do I open up this guy?
Okay, there it is. That's the first time we've seen a large opening in quite some time.
Reset overhead.
I think that's the first time we've seen a mix-up from the stance pay out so well. Oh, it's that punished! Oh, that is definitely enough. Another round on the board. CeraFan looking scary right now. A player possessed.
Javier doesn't have much time to make this adjustment. However, looking for it. The down one attempt whiffs completely.
But you see the damage on this for what that is. The overhead, mid 300s. Lovely jubbly.
It's not just the damage too, it's the fact that back forward 2 recovers really fast, giving Scorpion ample time to go in and try to establish the footsies. Caught the down 4, with punish it with the back 3. Another combo to boot. Reset, okay, instant low. Javier really mixing up his timings of when he's actually going to let the Pharah rock, so you're not going to be completely confident. Backwards movement, I'm telling you, Scorpion, this man can retreat, and another hit. Back three has been the magic button so far, ending it with a side switch. Confident end for Javier. However, signs of life, a round on the board.
Hey, it's still best of 5. There are potentially plenty of games left. I love the defense from Cerafan. Has just not been phased in the face of these Pharah, just these tour stance mix-ups.
Pharah getting hit, though, means you've got to deal with that 6-second penalty before it even starts to recharge. So hitting Pharah may not do much damage, but it means that you've got about 6 seconds of leeway before you've got to worry about the next summon.
Man, I don't think we've seen a single one of these snaps connect across any of these Geras matches we've seen so far today. Because the reward of them is so high, but players are just, they are not overextending. They're being so careful.
This is an interesting neutral, because Javier is so used to being the one that is dictating that pace with backing up. Geras' backwards movement is pretty much just as good as Scorpion's.
But that's the interesting dynamic of the matchup. Oh, but there it is again. Kind of just playing at that max range, back 3 distance, such a long range button to begin with. Then you throw Pharah on the back of it and it gets so much more powerful.
Delayed!
Or you could just do it point blank, I guess.
Javier with the knowledge. Wow, the full screen spear.
I mean, he had break. He had break.
He's got meter too. Oh, here comes the Hellfire. It's not enough to kill. MichaelCeraFan wasn't ready though.
I wonder, did Javier mean to just...
Oh no.
Did Javier mean to drop it at the end into Hellfire? Oh, there it is.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Motaro, sorry mate. You're gonna miss your turret stance this time. Javier, a round or a game on the board. I really like this adjustment. The timings of the back 3 really just catching you uncomfortable in the neutral.
But I do wonder if that was an input error by Javier at the end. Normally you see it was like a back 2 or something into the Hellfire, just to kind of help it along.
I think it probably was meant to be a back 2.
Maybe. Either way, it still worked out for Javier, so still alive. And now we are dead even, 1 game apiece. And again, have to remember, Cerafan's defense has been so good against these Pharah options, but at the end of the day, it is a mix-up. And Javier is not going to be deterred. He is sticking to the strategy. This is a team he's played so many times.
Well, Javier's combos, the ender will dictate how much Pharah needs to recharge. He'll go for Death Spin at the end if he just needs the animation to take time to get the cameo back, because the cameo really is the secret to this team. It turns Scorpion into much more of a somewhat MKX character, right? Just 50-50s all over the shop.
Yeah, just look for restands, look for overhead low, big damage.
Nice, confirm. The standing 2 is going to reach where others wouldn't, and that's another round for MKJavier. He is becoming a lot more comfortable here, and now it's MichaelCeraFan has to figure out. I am getting outranged. The standing 2, the back 3. These buttons have been a nightmare.
Okay, but that's a huge punish. Oh, went for a reset. Interesting time to reset because Pharah wasn't even available.
But the rewind was. I wonder if Javier was worried about that.
Yeah, I think that must have been the choice.
Leaving it up though. Oh, big risk on the armor. Very big risk indeed, and now so much damage is being dealt. The rewind is still available if MichaelCeraFan needs it, and that's just a meaty low. That's going to be enough to take the round, and once again, we are even Stevens. This round is the difference between being up or just, you know, having to do 2 more, which mentally, quite a big task for some. Backed off just in case Motaro shot you in the head, I think.
But that was quite a slippery end of round for Javier. You know, getting caught trying to do wake-up armor, then getting caught by a meaty, just not doing a lot of sitting there and blocking.
Important first hit, though. First blood here for MichaelCeraFan. Javier, loads of meter. Oh, that's gonna, yep, a clean punish. And not just that, the rewind. Does not want to take the damage and doesn't want to have to deal with the reset because Pharah is ready again. Oh no, watch your feet.
Problem is though, Cerafan down with no meter though, and no stocks of the hourglass, so the next hit is going to be good. Oh, speaking of which, there it is. Thank you very much, Pharah. Huge overhead coming through.
Not going to spend meter though, is going to keep that break. We need a wake-up sweep.
And
what
again,
is going on?
But a wake-up neutral jump from Javier,
oh dear.
And there's the reset. Wait, this is 950 health. Is there some? I mean, there's 3 bars. If you spend it all, is this
Hellfire?
Enough?
It's Hellfire. You're dead.
Yeah, there it is. That must have been what Javier was going for last time as well. That was enough damage.
So important as well because grab combos, they scale pretty significantly. That Hellfire comes
Hey, someone tell
post.
Scorpion Pharah that because they didn't get the memo.
That's what I'm saying. You get really good damage from the throw anyway, and then that Hellfire is not going to scale with the rest of the combo.
Hey man, Scorpion and guaranteed Hellfire situations, or basically guaranteed, sometimes guaranteed. They go hand in hand. He's been doing that for 30 years.
Javier, oh God, watch your head. flat as a pancake by the end of this set. The delayed low. Another overhead! MichaelCeraFan, for lack of a better term, my man is guessing wrong. And Javier, match point.
But you can see the layers to it, Javier. Sometimes he dedicates, sometimes he delays. Looking to see, you know, giving him time. Are you going to up block? Are you going to try and do something else? But what a commanding opening to this next round as well. Tries to go for a safe jump. Counter hit is good. The break is forced. And now MichaelCeraFan in a rough spot. No resources. No hourglass, no meter. But not zero chance as he is swinging back now. Oh no! There's 2 meters. Is this enough?
Again, it's 950 health. Hellfire. Do we even need it? No, we don't! MichaelCeraFan must have been worried about something similar. And it will be Javier taking out MichaelCeraFan. Huge congratulations. Final combat, boys. That was such an important set for Javier. Gonna be over the moon. But the thing is, we still have a top 8 to get through, my friends. You might do even better.